going on wants to discuss with the best darn team.
We can't handle together, and that's why we're here talking about things that are happening in our backyard, in our neighborhoods, in our state, and across our nation and the world even. Just know that this is totally normal, completely normal. Listen, if we all agreed, well, it would be kind of boring. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2.
This is the Rob O'Donnell Show. Here's your host, Rob O'Donnell.
A few moments later.
Hey, Northeast Pennsylvania, it's Rob O'Donnell here on WILK News Radio, 103.1 FM, 9, and 1080 AM, or anywhere on that free Odyssey app. You're with the Rob O'Donnell Show. We have real talk, real perspective, and real news. Each day from 3 to 6, weekdays. Podcasts, we got you covered there. Anywhere you get your favorite podcast, just search for the Rob O'Donnell Show. And smart speakers, just ask those little suckers to play WILK News Radio, and you can listen to us live. How's everyone doing? It's coming up on 309, 74 beautiful degrees outside. Sun is shining, clouds, different level clouds outside. It was nice. Nice afternoon, nice morning. Hopefully the evening, it looks like the rest of the week, actually pretty good. Getting warmer as we go along. And, as the warmer weather comes in, we may have to deal with them late day showers, but that's it. That's all it may be. How's everyone doing on this Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026? Hopefully you're easing into the week. We got past Monday. Tuesday is going to be a cakewalk.
It's going to be a challenge.
Don't worry about it. Wednesday, we're over the hump, and then it's on the slide down to the weekend. So hopefully everyone's doing well. And again, if you're not, go outside, enjoy some of this vitamin D, close your eyes.
Stare up at the sky. Just let the sun wash whatever's taking you over. That's a dog? Yeah. This is a pretty basic dive, but might look like you've just gone 12 rounds. And that's not really a good sign because we didn't really do anything. First splash was Mike. I'm trying to get good shots of his eyes and capture his first shark dive ever. But it looks like he's getting worked by the cage. There was a washing machine. It's uncomfortable. He's up and down. The all over. This is not a good introduction to shark diving for Mike. Even for 30 seconds. I do it all the time. It actually helps. Where you kind of clear your mind, focus on nothing but the warmth hitting your face, and just let it kind of wash it away just for a second. Take a couple of deep breaths. Makes everything better, even for a moment. And again, that's all we can do, right? Take moment by moment. And if you can relieve what's weighing you down just for a little bit, maybe when you take that next step and you start walking forward, you have just a little less weight on you. That's all we need to do.
We're still looking at Iran. With a big question mark to see what's going on, and hopefully sooner rather than later. So really nothing new to report there. It's been the most oddest ceasefire I've seen, but I'll give credit where credit's due that this administration is really giving diplomacy a shot. And I don't think anyone can say otherwise if a kinetic war starts back up. But, more so than I would like. But I'm not the geopolitical expert sitting in a situation room. And, maybe they know a lot of things we don't. And it's interesting because, you have emotions. Every time we go to gas up our cars, we see it. Even though it has come down. I mean, gas in some places in our area are below $4 a gallon. I did see 406 up by me. I might hit that today. Hopefully it's the same on the way home. Just in case something happens and it does go up a little bit, because we know how fast that happens.
59, 40,
for free practice.
But listen, the media
59 for free practice.
is they're hoping that
59 for free practice.
this administration fails. They're hoping that this falls flat on its face, and they don't care about you or I. They don't care what we really feel day in and day out. They make it
59 for free
worse and exacerbate it with their sensationalists, what's going on. If you look at it, the price of oil really hasn't changed that much. It's bounced
Back and forth between tornadoes and the arrow up and down. Well, the price of US flow is getting out there, but it's pulled back a couple of times, and it's still nowhere near the highs of 2022. But they want to make it seem like the sky is falling.
You know, there are things that prices are still up, but a lot of prices have come down.
in some aspects with the food you buy at the stores and the staples that we need. So hopefully that continues. You know, again, we're only halfway through this administration. And for those of you who are just adamant anti-Trump administration, well, he's going to be gone in just over 2 years. So you'll have to find something else to be angry about. I'm sure you will. Something here that I think is kind of crossed the political spectrum is the data centers here in Northeast Pennsylvania specifically, to where, you know, I've seen, it doesn't matter about your political affiliation, both sides join to do what's best for their backyards, to do what's best for their communities, to do what's best for their environment, to do what's best for their quality of life. And that's good to see. A common focus that transcends that. And I hope there's more of that. You know, Sue Henry and I were joking, you know, about candidates and past and future and how the bar has been lowered. And, you know, I brought up the fact that, you know, it's unfortunate we're going to need a common enemy to bring us back together. And I said, you know, hopefully that's not China or the aliens. And Sue was leaning more towards the aliens. And I tended to agree. I think that would bring us together for a common cause. Hopefully. I guess that maybe that's wishful thinking on a lot of parts, but we'll see. You look at these maps of these meteors that are dropping.
Sudden, you know, they're showing the volcano on the big island of Hawaii, you know, about to erupt, and this meteor streaks down below it. And then we had that meteor enter up near Boston, right in the Cape Cod hook, right in the middle, where it entered the atmosphere, and they say debris landed in the water there. Thankfully, it was over the water.
The National Weather Service in Sterling, Virginia has issued a tornado warning.
But caused a sonic boom that hundreds of miles heard. There's video of it, the flash. Satellites caught the flash.
Flood warning.
Of the fireball when it entered the atmosphere. So, interesting. Hopefully that does not mean aliens, but I guess we'll see. But here, closer to home again, about people coming together, Governor Josh Shapiro's office released a full detailed version of his proposed incentives for data center developers ahead of the Pennsylvania June 30th budget deadline.
You care about Mother Earth, don't you?
You know, welcome back to the Rob O'Donnell Show on WILK News Radio. So, go figure, these
ICE agitators and rioters and degenerates, they show who they really are. The ICE agitator who allegedly bit officers during the Delaney Hall protest was previously accused of distributing child porn. Go figure, huh? Color me shocked. An anti-ICE rioter who allegedly sank his teeth into the federal law enforcement officers during the protest at Delaney Hall last week was previously accused of distributing child pornography. The New Jersey U.S. Attorney's Office charged Brandon John Grier, 26, with assaulting federal officers, causing bodily injury for allegedly kicking, biting immigration and customs enforcement officers outside the Newark Detention Center, leaving them with pretty horrific wounds. The pictures have been out there. Why the guy still has teeth is beyond me. Geyer of Madison, New Jersey, at least he's from New Jersey, was previously charged with sexual abuse of children related to dissemination and possession of child pornography, the Justice Department confirmed. Berks County, PA detectives began investigating Geyer.
75 degrees and cloudy right now here at WILK AM and 103.1 FM. Time to get back to more of the best in local news talk on WILK with Rob O'Donnell.
Keep saying that everything is going well. I'm not saying that. Things are not going great. They're going better than the media. Degrees and partly sunny right now here at WILK AM and 103.1 FM. Time to get back to more of the best in local news talk on WILK with Rob O'Donnell.
Northeast PA's News Radio, WILK.
This is the Rob O'Donnell Show.
No! Northeast PA's News Radio.
This is the Rob O'Donnell Show, where truth. This is the Rob O'Donnell Show. Keep saying that everything is going well. I'm not.
WILK News Radio. Hopefully your day's winding down. You're ready to punch out and forget about the man until tomorrow at least, or woman, whoever's in charge, and have your free time. It looks like I don't see the sun outside anymore, but hopefully it's in and out and just behind a cloud right now. So Graham Plattner, he's the Senate candidate from Maine, who is the gift that keeps on giving against Democrats nationwide. We talked about this yesterday and what's going on. I really got a chance to look at the interview that he did, the second interview, where it was both him with his wife next to him. Now, he's running for Senate. This is the Nazi tattoo guy who said he had a Nazi tattoo for 18 or 19 years, didn't know it was a Nazi tattoo, has been disparaging towards our military, even though he served in the military, said it was a disgrace to wear the uniform. In some of his Reddit threads that he's owned up to, said, he said some things early in life that he didn't agree with today. And now this sexting scandal, where his wife brought to the campaign director,
Kyle Busch.
Welcome to the Rob O'Donnell Show on this Friday, May 22nd, 2026. And we got the news just as we were closing out yesterday's show that NASCAR driver Kyle Busch, 41 years